This sweet potato casserole is a favorite around our family table during the holidays. It has a silky smooth filling and a delicious crunchy cornflake and pecan topping. Let me walk you through step by step of exactly how to make it. To begin this recipe, we're going to start by prepping our sweet potatoes. I'm going to peel about 3 to 4 pounds of the sweet potatoes, just kind of depending on the size of them. The amount that you have may vary. Once those are peeled, I like to roughly dice them up. I just cut them in half and then dice them into large cubes. After they've all been cut up, I'll go ahead and directly add them into a large stock pot that's about halfway full of already boiling water. Give them a good stir, place a lid on, and we're going to let them cook for about 15 minutes just until they are fork tender. While those are cooking, I like to go ahead and prep the cornflake topping. So to our large bowl, I'll add 2 cups of cornflake cereal, and then I'll just use my hands to kind of roughly crush them up into some smaller pieces. That same bowl, I'm then gonna add 3/4 of a cup of chopped pecans, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 1 whole stick of butter that's been melted, and a good pinch of salt. Give that a good mix so that everything is coated in that butter and becomes a delicious, crunchy topping. Once the potatoes are finished cooking, go ahead and drain those off and then add those potatoes into a large mixing bowl. From here, we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients, which includes 1/4 of a cup of butter, 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. At this point, I take a hand mixer and just start mixing everything together. You want it to be smooth and creamy with no lumps. So after it gets to that point, we'll take a spatula, scrape down the sides, and then we'll add the last ingredient, which is 1/2 cup of whole milk. Give that one good mix again just to make sure everything is ultra smooth and creamy. Give it one final mix with the spatula just to make sure that everything is nice and incorporated. And then we're gonna pour that filling directly into a greased baking dish and then pop it in an already preheated oven at 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake for about 20 minutes. After that time is up, remove it from the oven, and then you're gonna evenly spoon on that crunchy topping and place back in the oven to finish cooking for about 10 to 15 minutes. After that, your sweet potato casserole is finished. Then you'll want to let it cool for about 10 to 20 minutes or so that it's nice and easy to spoon out and serve. But go ahead and serve it with all of your favorite holiday dishes. You're gonna love that smooth and sweet filling, and then the crunchy topping on top just is the perfect complement, and I can't get enough of it. Honestly, it's my favorite part of it. For the full recipe, head on over to feelingasouthernsoul.com. Everything you need to know, plus so many other staple Southern Thanksgiving and holiday side dishes can be found there. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. From our table to yours, I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving